So now let's look at things related to converging and diverging type nozzles in more detail. So what type of cross section is going to lead to what type of property of that equipment? It is going to be a nozzle or a diffuser, that we'll look at now. So it's the effect of area variation on flow properties. So, and we are assuming inviscid flow for our purpose, for our formulation. So Euler's equation is dP is equal to minus rho v dv. A small change we can plot and we can get this dP by rho v square is equal to minus dV by dv, dV by v. Continuity equation is m dot rho av is equal to constant. We can use this to make equations and use above equations also for our purpose. And this is the final equation, that is change in area upon total area. So we have related the change in area with changing in pressure with respect to velocity. And now the purpose is to change the velocity to Mach number for our ease. So we know that a square, that the velocity square is dP by d rho. Hence, we can use that in here, where a is the velocity of sound. We can use that the Mach number relation and put that, substitute it here. So we will have relation between Mach number square, changing in volume, a change in speed, and change in area, or we'll have a relation between change in area, change in pressure, and Mach number. So these are relation between change in area, change in pressure, and Mach number. So for nozzle, let's look at this. So we have decreasing cross section area. So dA is less than 0. Let's say we have subsonic flow, that is Mach number is less than 1. So we'll use above equation and we'll get that dP is less than 0. So that is a nozzle, because the final pressure, that is P0 minus P1 is less than 0. That means final pressure is less. That is, it's a nozzle. And there is a increase in velocity. And when we come to a diverging cross section, so this was diverging type of nozzle. We have a supersonic flow. Mach number is greater than 1. And we know that diverging cross section means dA is greater than 0. So we use Mach number and dA in this equation to get dP. dP will be less than 0. That means it's a nozzle. And dV will be greater than 0. So that's a nozzle. So we can know that nozzle, for having a nozzle, if we have supersonic flow, we should use diverging cross section. And if we want nozzle in subsonic flow, we should use converging cross section. And the same goes with diffuser also. If we have subsonic flow and we want a diffuser, then we should have a diverging cross section. And if we want a diffuser in supersonic flow, we should have a converging cross section. So these are not very intuitive directly. What's intuitive to us was subsonic flow, and in a converging cross section, we'll have a nozzle type of configuration, and in a subsonic flow, in a diverging type of cross section, we'll have a diffuser. But over here we are introducing supersonic flow, and the flow properties and flow physics are going opposite to what our intuition says. So that's the new point for learning over here. So here is a very good conclusion for us. The dA are shown, the Mach number is shown, and it will be what type of equipment is written over here. So this can be very good. You can take a screenshot over here. So dA is greater than 0, so that's a diverging. So we'll have a diverging, and subsonic flow we'll have diffuser. In converging subsonic flow we'll have nozzle. Diverging supersonic flow we'll have nozzle. Converging supersonic flow we'll have diffuser. Now let's come to CD type of nozzle, that is converging diverging cross section. So we can show it like this, where at the entry the Mach number is less than 1, that is it, and we have a converging cross section, so it will act as nozzle. At the throat the Mach number can be 1, and at the outlet the Mach number is greater than 1, and we have diverging type of cross section, so again it will act as nozzle. So we have satisfied the condition of it being nozzle at both the points. And if the entire flow was subsonic, we cannot have a nozzle at all points. Before throat we'll have a nozzle, after throat we'll have a diffuser, and vice versa. If we have supersonic flow, before throat we'll have diffuser, and after throat we'll have nozzle actions. So that's all. So if we have a transition from subsonic to supersonic, that is Mach number is equal to 1 at throat only, the converging diverging type device acts as nozzle completely. So before throat and after throat at both points, we have nozzle configuration, but the requirement for that is at the throat the Mach number should be exactly equal to 1. So the requirement is the flow should change from subsonic to supersonic in our flow regime. And if only subsonic or supersonic flow is there in complete flow regime, then we cannot have purely a nozzle or a diffuser. It will be acting as a both combined nozzle plus diffuser. And okay, we'll stop over here.